They have a pretty elite team in my opinion. They don't get enough credit on paper for what they really are. And so, if I'm there, I know it'll turn out good.
What was the meeting like with the owner?
Oh, it's real good meeting Miss Amy for the first time. Getting a chance to, actually put a face to a name, hear about where she's from, her dad, what they were back in Houston when they had the Oilers. So, it's a good organization.
What do you know about the team and how you think you fit in there?
I think I fit in good. A lot of concepts, passing game wise, transfers over from Miami when I got a chance to meet with Coach Callahan for the first time. So I think it'll be plug and play.
When you think about like Jaden Daniels, C.J. Stroud, Drake May come in, make an instant impact, how do you think it helps the case for taking the quarterback overall?
So I think it helps all those young guys even better, especially when they did it in their first year. They know any young guys capable of doing it. At the end of the day, you got to be a good teammate. You got to be able to make plays on the field. So that's what I try to be every day. As a good teammate and make plays on the field, because you're not making plays, you have to be able to get what you really want out of football.
What is it like the night before your name's going to be called?
I don't know. It's probably 12 o'clock right now, so I don't really know. I think my parents will have more emotion for me. My mom, she's a big reason why we're here today. If it was up to me, I'd be sitting on the couch with my dog watching the draft. So, I just want to get a hat and go play for my team.
Are you going to be able to sleep tonight knowing that your name will be called tomorrow?
Say that again?
Are you going to be able to sleep much tonight knowing that your name is going to be called tomorrow on that draft stage?
I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to sleep just because I've been dreaming for this moment for since I was 6 years old. But I'm excited though. I'm excited for this opportunity for my family to celebrate it with me, and I'm just ready to get it going.
Cam, it's been hyped up so much just the drafting Green Bay, to be here, to see Lambeau Field. How cool is it, just the allure of the whole event?
It's good, especially watching Aaron Rodgers my whole life, what he did on this field, and I just think just being at a place like this where it's really the mecca, of football in terms of just like there's nothing to do but play football. I just think it's a big responsibility to play here, and a big responsibility just to be here in this atmosphere around good people, and so I'm just excited to be here, and I'm happy to get it going.
Hey Cam, is there a player past or present that you reach out to as a mentor, someone to help guide you through this process?
I would say Warren Moon.
Oh, thank you.
People talk about your journey. Your opinion about Elijah Arroyo and Restrepo. What a team getting those players will get?
They're getting two dogs out of those guys. Starting with Restrepo, in my opinion, he's one of the best receivers in the draft. He's the best slot guy in this draft. He doesn't get credit for it because of a 40 he ran. 40 will never mean nothing in football. It's all about how you run routes. Can you get open versus man? And he wins 100% time in man. So, hopefully I'll get a chance to play with him. Then with Arroyo, he's finally had a fully healthy season. You're able to see what he did just in one season. So imagine what he can do in his entire career. He's a great teammate. He's a team player. And he makes plays in matchups. He knows his zones. And, the biggest thing about Arroyo, he's unselfish. He loves blocking for tight end. He loves catching the ball. So, I was blessed to play with those two guys for my last year.
People talk about your journey all the time. What do you want to say about starting an incarnate word before you get to Miami?
You really just got to be patient with your time. You never know what God has in store for you. And I would say it's not where you start up, it's where you finish. And you just got to be willing to, deal with the circumstances for, the present to make, good circumstances in the future.
What did you learn there that kind of made you into the quarterback you are today?
To really not care about nobody's opinion, only the opinion that I have of myself. And, at the end of the day, you got to be a good teammate. I think that's why I first learned to, start creating relationships with my teammates, being a good teammate, and it's led me to this point, so I'm going to keep on doing it.
Do you think playing multiple programs helps you for a moment like this to adjust on the fly and then you new place and make an impact right away?
I think it does help you because you got to be able to handle different locker rooms, especially going from Texas to Pullman to Miami. I was in 3 different locker rooms with 3 different cultures. And so it's helped me, adjust to a lot of good people. I got a chance to build a lot of relationships with all 3 schools that last a lifetime. And so I think it does help you for this position.
Being a quarterback, do you have a personal top 3 quarterbacks of all time for you?
Of all time?
Your personal favorite?
I really only watch Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes, so I wouldn't be able to have a top 3 of all time. Hopefully when I'm done, I'm up there in everybody's list though.
Do you have a current favorite song you're listening to at this moment?
I'd probably say By Tonight by No Cap.
Hey Cam, I know you've been busy this week, but have you been able to explore Green Bay at all in your time here, your day here?
Not really. I don't think it's that much to explore. I'll probably go out to dinner tonight but I was spoiled a little bit, especially after the draft. But I'm glad the draft is here, just because the town, what they're getting, it's going to be a lot more people in the town. So it's a good spot for the draft.
When Goodell calls your name tomorrow, do you want him to call you a Cam or Cameron?
He'll be calling me Cameron. That's the name my mom gave me, so that's what I go by.
Is that what you want to go by moving forward, or is that what you've always wanted to go by?
It really doesn't matter to me. The world knows me as Cam. I'm fine with Cam. I just play football. I don't really care if the outside world has to call me. I just play football.
And you mentioned Warren Moon. Have you talked to him, or what have you kind of thought about him from afar if you haven't?
Just really, I actually didn't really watch his highlights until I would say a couple months ago. But just getting his advice, what he had to go through during his time that he played, being in Houston, and then also what I can look forward to in my time playing. If I get a chance to play, with the organization he played for or somewhere else. And so it's been good catching up with him, talking to him. I'll definitely keep reaching out to him.
What's the best advice he's given you?
Just be myself. Take control of all the situations I can. To just go make plays at the end of the day.
What was your experience in San Antonio? The place where you would love to be in San Antonio when you were in Incarnate Word?
It was a great place, great city, great people, great food. I love San Antonio. I ain't been back in a couple of years, but I plan on going back soon.
But a particular place, like a restaurant, or just a place to go and hang out?
I really like Rio. It was in San Antonio Riverwalk. That's a good spot for me.
When you were coming up as a quarterback, what kinds of things did you do in terms of like private instructor or extra QB camps? I'm just wondering, as quarterbacks come out now, coming through high school, how important is that for players to kind of get that outside help? What was your story?
I think it's real important. But growing up, my dad, he always taught me. I would say he stopped coaching me probably when I got to my sophomore year of high school. That's when I started getting my own private, quarterback coach. But I think, you got to have it from your parents first, whether they can teach you or if they can't, then you got to go get a coach who can. So I think both is good aspects for kids, and I just hope they pick the right guy who's not changing the mechanics, but only changing just improving how they go.
How did you go about finding the right guy for you?
I would say just working with people, what I like, what we did for that day, and then also just looking at videos online on what a quarterback usually needs when he throws. A lot of quarterbacks you have to throw with your hips more than your arm, but a lot of quarterbacks you want to change throwing angles and how you throw the ball. That's not good.
Who did you end up working with?
His name is Derek Covert. The name of his of the quarterback is supposed to be basically Houston Texans.
Did you say you met Calvin Ridley at some point, and what was that interaction like?
It's real good, me and Calvin. He has a great personality, good teammate, especially him being from Florida. So we know a lot of the same people, but he's one of the elite route runners in the NFL, I believe. And if I get a chance to play with him, we can make people play.
Where'd you guys meet?
You said what?
Yeah, where'd you guys end up crossing paths?
Just over the phone.
Okay.
Just met on social media over the phone. So I got a chance to, just finally talk to him, FaceTime, and just vibe with him.
What did he tell you about potentially being a teammate?
That he'll love it. Especially, a quarterback who can get him the ball whenever he needs it, who's going to be able to listen to him, and he's also going to have to, take some listening from me. I hold all my players accountable, and I hope they do the same to me.
You mentioned your 6-year-old self a little bit earlier. Do you think your 6-year-old self could have ever imagined potentially being the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft?
He imagined it for sure. Still imagine it to this day. I think that's what a lot of us out here, the prospects, we had just a big dream, and we're all accomplishing right now. So he's happy right now, but he knows we just getting started though.
People